Excuse me. Whoa. Alright, sorry about that. Good morning, thank you for joining. As always, if this is your first time watching my video, I'd recommend you're welcome to skip ahead to about 4 minutes in. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a pre-roll ad right now myself, so that anybody who does not have a sub to me while they're watching live on Twitch doesn't have to miss out on gameplay in the meantime. If you're just interested in getting to the actual games, that's why I'm recommending about 4 minutes, give or take. I will, in just a second here, throw up a little splash screen, so if you're scrubbing through the video, you can see where it ends. But regardless, thank you for joining. Where's Twitch? There we go. I'm just kind of waiting for the last couple of seconds here in order for the ads to start solidifying. Okay, they solidified, and now I have to wait for the warning. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to deal with them, unfortunately. I know I complain about them a lot, but that's because they're very complaint-worthy. It's shocking how many ads they try and shove into the middle of the video if you don't have 3 minutes set to roll. Anyway, I'm going to start them now, so again, if you waited this long, I'm going to put up this splash screen, and feel free to skip ahead to when that comes down to the start of the gameplay. We're just going to start the ads, and there we are. So again, thank you very much, welcome back. I appreciate you joining me, as always. If you're watching on YouTube, which is the most likely place you're hearing this message, then I appreciate the view. So hopefully you enjoyed enough to stick around. That being said, if you like this kind of long-form, relaxed content, where it's basically just a replay of the stream, I try and make it great for a sleep aid, so you can just chill back, relax, have a good night's rest, aside from occasionally hearing coughing. Hopefully that's not too much of a problem for you. It is unfortunately chronic, but I do my best not to make it obnoxious. But yeah, I would appreciate a sub if you feel like it. It helps out a lot. If you're watching on Twitch, then I would very much appreciate a follow, because I do this for fun, and it'd be great to have more people hang out. I love being able to chat and goof off and just have a good time. Speaking of, I know I haven't uploaded a video for a couple of days, but I did still play some things on Twitch, including a little bit of the Stanley Parable the other day, which I don't think I'm going to continue playing, but I might upload it as a bit of a one-off, just because it's not really good for a stream game. The narrator gets to do all of the talking, and I just sit there giggling, which is fun for me, maybe not so much for you guys. Also, towards the end, my internet kind of died, so it dropped off abruptly. I don't know if I'm going to upload it or not. But I did play Tasomachi Behind the Twilight on Friday, which is pretty cool. I'm definitely going to want to continue that one, but we'll likely be back to Blueprints tomorrow, because I'm still not done with that game. As much as I would like to say that I am not. I'm enjoying it. It's just hard and esoteric. That being said, if you would like to come and hang out with me live and catch these in chat, by all means, join the Discord. There should be a link to the bio on both Twitch and YouTube. Just have a look down there, click the button, and make sure you're signed in already. It'll take you directly to the to my page, to my channel, if you're already logged in. Otherwise, it'll ask you to sign in, and it's a whole big issue. So please sign in first, click the link, join the community. We've got a great group of people in there. They are wonderful friends to hang out with. I appreciate them all, and I hope I say it frequently enough that that's never in question. But yeah, we're about 6 seconds off from the end of this pre-roll ad. If you listen through, I appreciate you. If not, that's fine too. And we are back to the game proper. Let me just bring down this splash screen. There we go. Alright. So, last week, we had just finished off with the underwater city. I forgot what it's called now. Oh, excuse me. I didn't sleep super well last night. I'm doing my best to get by, but as always, it's a little bit rough for me. We are going to the underwater city here, so... Oh no, we just finished the underwater city. That's what I'm saying. We're going to Temperance today. I'm going to try and get some more stops on the way. I really need some more titanium. So if we see a large island, I might stop and do some more special fishing. Or I might also just hop on some small islands, see if we can find some titanium there. Realistically, I'm just kind of low, and I will be able to get the electric furnace after this island. So we're going to aim for that. You don't need to be unfurled. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Do I have coconuts? I don't know if I have coconuts. Oops. I will try and finish organizing some things again, though. I know that takes up an awful lot of my time in the Raft playthroughs, but it is very necessary. You can see just what a pain in the butt it is to not have that done. Can I even make a nicer bed, by the way? To be honest, I don't know. I don't usually even make a bed, it's just when it's dark outside, it's hard for you guys to see. I was trying to make it easier, but I don't know if I actually did. I could make a hammock. I don't have enough feathers for it though, so we'll skip that. Alright, let's see here. I think probably I will try and make some more of these larger chests. I'll just extend them along the walls because they are nice to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna need to empty this out a little bit. For now, I'm emptying just everything in my inventory because I do need to move things around. And I will try and smooth everything out after. Doug would be ecstatic. I have some shark meat on me, which she likes to call pineapple. Oh, good. There is a small island there. Okay. So I'm going to take this. And I'm going to put a new chest over here. No, actually, I'm going to take this one too. The hardest part about reorganizing is moving things around without leaving a mess everywhere. So let's see here. I don't need these ones because they're extremely expensive for no good reason. But plank, scrap, rope, and hinge. Let's get these 5. And a rope. Gonna need some scrap and planks. 4, 5. That should do. At least for now. I kind of want a little bit of clay as well, but this isn't going to be the time to do it. I am going to try and bump myself a little bit more this way though. Okay, that'll be good. And let's go drop anchor. Perfect. We're just gonna align these chests again, because I like having things neat. 2. Good. 3. I'm gonna put this one up here. 4. And then you will need to move as well soon. Everything is going to kind of be shifted. I really want my tools to be like over here on the right hand side, because that's the easiest access point for me. Whenever I need to take off from an island or go to an island, that's where I'll be putting things. Let's have a drink real quick. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put in these. Let's start with the chaos, because I do just need to get things out of the way here. And then I can come back and organize a little better later. And we're just kind of combining this one, I think. So if I make this one tools and this one miscellaneous, or maybe tools and miscellaneous like that, that should make everything else be a lot smoother. We're going to move you. And where is my... Oh, I guess I burned through all my chests already. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to move you over here then. Because I really don't need to double down on how much stuff I have in here. I just need to make it a little bit more organized. And that will make my life significantly less stressful. Go, that's good. That's very fair, Celtic. Thank you for joining, by the way. Appreciate you being here. Signs would be good. I tend to leave things in the same place. I'm just kind of reorganizing. I've ended up with 3 or 4 chests of just overstock for miscellaneous things, and it's driving me nuts. So I'm finally putting in the effort to actually correct that mistake. It's the one thing that's always a problem with survival crafting games, is the endless stuff. Oh, yes. I very much understand that. I tried hard mode once by myself, and the constant influx of sharks made it basically impossible for me to even start. I got, I think, 3 sharks right off the bat, and I did not have any sort of supplies to deal with that. I couldn't even get enough rope and wood for a spear to fend them off, so my raft just got destroyed almost instantly. But I'm glad you shared that pain with me as well, because it's hard to find people as crazy as you and I, it seems. Planks are over here, that's where they are. Just gotta do this. I'm guessing you saw from the title of the stream, but we're actually on our way to Temperance today. I'm just stopping on the way. Oh yeah, I can absolutely see that. It is basically the opposite of Undertale. You cannot feel your determination increase. But yeah, we're on our way to Temperance. I'm just trying to get some organization done, and I want to find some titanium, because I'm going to need to build the electric... Oh, yeah, sure. So, I'll come out here first. You can see the whole thing. Oops. Let's get out of the water before Grace gets to me. Ta-da! Welcome to the Raft, or as I like to call it, the makeshift ship. I've got the exact length of collection nets down here as wings, so that as I'm going through the water, everything gets collected. Makes it real nice when I run out of resources. Down here we've got my storage chests and currently my manual anchor. This is going to get moved back here when I have the automatic anchor ready, but for now, this is where it sits. Double engine, because I'm a little bit over the 100 raft positioning, or the 100 base plate for each one. Not by much, I think it's about 135 floaters. You can see I've got my biofuel, my old battery charger, which thankfully I don't need anymore, because we just recently got our windmill, which hooray for this. I've got my rhino shark hanging off the back. I like putting it there. Gives me a little extra, a little less drag in the water. I need to put some more tree growers up here. But with my massive influx of wood, you can see I've tried to make it nice, or as nice as I can. In between these, by the way, is the the antennas for my radar system. And I think I like that a lot. It's really nice too, because when I'm up here, you can see both the radar and the flag, so you always know which direction the wind is going. Yeah, I wanted them both in the middle to make it a little more reserved in the metal consumption. Because I really only have the very border of my raft built in with metal. Or protected, I guess. Because the shark won't attack anything if it's an opening in the middle of the raft, right? So it's a little bit more conservative in the use of that. Saved me a little bit of time. In here I've got my kitchen, so all of my cookery stuff. All the usual things you'd expect, but the walls behind make an excellent place to add in all of the recipes that I find. Double grills for prepping food, and the soup for prepping to go on the island. This is my grow room, so I've got my sprinkler system in here, and then on top of that I can put as many of the individual small grow pots as I want along the walls, and there's just enough space to be able to squeeze in the middle. So you can have 2 rows in every section here, and this sprinkler will take care of them all, which is nice. Back here, currently I've got medium crop plots, but really the plan is to replace this with grass grow beds, and then this is going to be a pen for animals. This was supposed to be a secondary pen, so I could split them into like llamas and dodo birds, but I just didn't get around to it. Yeah. This is my furnace room, so I've got these 6 manual ones, and then on this side is going to be the electric furnace when we get it. And then back here is my honey room, which I don't have as many as I would like, but there's supposed to be additional flower pots over top to keep the efficiency high. Especially right here, it's nice because I can put like 2 more and have all the bees working overtime. And of course my bioprocessor into fuel. And this just kind of has to be here in order to hang the shark off the back. Otherwise he drags in the water. That's actually a really good idea. I hadn't thought about that. This could absolutely be a bedroom. It's small, but it would be efficient. I could probably actually get rid of... Oops. Uh-oh. I could probably get rid of those curved in sections and make it a wing. That it would. You are absolutely correct. I don't usually think of a dedicated bedroom because I've just been using the bed to skip nights, so it's a little easier to see. But that is an excellent thought. Thank you very much, Celtic. I'm actually going to put some of this stuff away. I wanted to finish doing that real quick. And then I'm going to go on the island and just see if I can find a little bit of titanium. Hopefully. We're going to do that quickly. Oh yes, I don't know if you watch RT Games on YouTube, but I watched him play Subnautica, and it was infuriating for the first little while because he didn't organize anything. He had to install the auto locker mod to organize things for him. And he just says, maybe some people enjoy this, but to me, that shit ain't fun. And I was like, yeah, but you're making your life harder. Why are you doing this? Yeah, organization is very important to me. I hate not being able to find things. Huh, found a decoration. Tiki piece. I am glad you are like-minded in that, because it is far too painful having to spend 3 hours searching for things. I try and keep them as relatively similar in every game as I can, but... See, I never played Rust, and I don't know that I could, specifically because there's always the risk of someone coming in and stealing things, and then all of my organization has just made it easier for them to steal things. And I would just rage at that. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. The closest I've played to Rust is just my Minecraft plays, because I like playing with mods. But I'm not big on the PvP aspect of a lot of things, mainly because I am no good at human interactions. I lose quickly and I become salty. Oh, you think the ocean water is too salty to drink? You should hear it when I start losing for no reason. I actually didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I thought it was strictly like it had to be PvP at all times. People could go in and steal from you, no protection on your chests. I thought it was meant to be that sort of wild landscape type scenario. Honestly, this is kind of a silly story, but there was a Minecraft server that I joined quite a while back. Official servers are hard, community servers are the best. That's fair. There was a Minecraft server I joined a while back where I wanted to be just like a super nice player. So right next to spawn, I had created a little mine shaft and was just putting things in chests that anyone could take. Was like, here, yeah, come on in, grab what you need, have an easier start. But someone joined, just a random person, and instead of respecting that, his sole purpose was to come in, didn't read the signs or anything, stole equipment and weapons from my chest, killed me, and then immediately logged off with the stuff that he stole from the chest. And I was like, it was literally free. You could have just come in, taken it, and left, and I wouldn't have cared. There are signs to that effect. And then after that, I went and built a fortress that nobody could get into because I was salty again. Oh, that sounds nice. How are the building physics in Rust? Is it kind of like Minecraft where you don't have to have stable supports and things? Or does it have to be very based in physics and have a steady base? Because I really like games where I can build. Find them fun and relaxing. Solid support. Okay. which is reasonable. I'm not going to say that it's not. Oh. I didn't know you could only stack those to 6. The building is amazing. That's cool. That's cool. I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot. I'm glad to hear the building is amazing. I tell you, one of the things that I want to play soon-ish is I'm really looking forward to playing No Man's Sky on stream. Apparently the new Corvette update that they released, I guess the second 2 updates ago now, is just absolutely incredible. And I really want to play with it. It looks so cool being able to, like, what is it, spacewalk? And to build your own mini Corvettes. Or not mini Corvettes, I guess your mid-size Corvettes. Duck side. It's basically dead side, except you're a duck. I don't even know what dead side is. So it's a PvP and base building. Is it meant to be a comedic first-person shooter type thing, or what's the deal with it? Similar to Rust. Okay. Cool, cool. I don't still have my sail unfurled, do I? No? Okay, good. I have a hard time with the Call of Duty shoot-a-man types. The closest I come to anything with, like, ranged weapons is Helldivers 2. And even that is less fun recently than it has been in the past. It depends. So, if I get lucky, then certainly on the... yeah. From the store is the best place. If I get lucky, sometimes small islands have safes. And those have, you know, the 6 titanium ore in them. But, I was having such a hard time finding it last episode, I started going through the fishing quest for the store. So I'm still gonna do that if I come across another large island. I'm just a little bit too lazy to do that at the moment. And I should head to Temperance anyway. So let's maybe do that. I can organize on the way. There we go. And then start this up. Yeah, so here's the thing, because I'm guessing you haven't stuck around before, but I play survival games like this in solo mode in a very weird masochistic way on my own, which is once I know the game mechanics well enough to survive, I treat it as a one life system. So if I die and there's no one around to revive me, I just delete my game. It's pseudo hardcore because I didn't want the increased challenge so much as just to make sure that I could survive alone. Plus, when you have hardcore challenges and things, whenever a glitch happens and you lose your progress, that just irks me. But along with that thought, last time I played this on my own as opposed to on stream, because I am pretty new to streaming, is I got all the way to the last boss fight of the last island. And then, no matter how much I had prepared with armor and weapons and medicines and supplies, I got into that little room with the hyenas and I didn't know how to get out, and they kept spawning. So they just obliterated me, and I got frustrated and gave up. So I put the game down for like 2 to 3 years. Because that was probably the second or third time that had happened to me. The other times were twice I lost it at the underwater city that we just came from. Or the underwater apartments. Because beating that shark, the rhino shark, was such a pain in the ass. And that's why in those playthroughs, I decided to make sure I had a place to display his carcass, because he deserves it. But yeah, so I have gotten beyond there. I've gotten all the way to the end. I solved all the puzzles, got into the final boss fight. Have not actually seen the ending of the game yet, though. Yeah, it's certainly not easy. I'm not doing that one life system on the stream playthrough because it's just too risky to delete everything and I didn't want people to get bored. But I did lose once to the rhino shark, and then I had to leave and spend a whole episode gathering supplies to go back. I burned through all of my seaweed, so I couldn't make more fins or an oxygen tank. And then I went back, and I got my revenge, and it was wonderful. Sweet, sweet vengeance. Coconut beet can go over here because that's a smoothie. I did the first time I beat the rhino shark. I actually went through and did extra preparations, so I had some of these buffs too, especially the extra breathing and the swim speed. See, that's a really good idea, and I wanted to do that. But the problem is, I'm playing it so that every moment of the playthrough is on stream, and it's very time-consuming and kind of boring to just go around small islands making sure I gather it all up. And so I'm trying to keep things flowing as smoothly as possible. It's not that I don't want to do more prep, it's just that it's not really feasible at the moment. Because I don't want folks to get bored. I appreciate the people that come hang out with me too much to just spend 1,000 episodes gathering supplies to feed my own neuroses. Okay. So, I streamed Raft before, but I started my stream while I was on a route to a mission to keep your audience entertained. That's fair. That is absolutely fair, but my issue with that is the same as when I watch people play Minecraft. You know, they say things like, I did a little bit of mining off camera or whatever, and they come back and suddenly they're overflowing on resources, and you never get to see where they actually come from. And it's like, okay, now did you actually put the work in for that, or did you cheat it in for the sake of the stream? And it's the cheating it in for the sake of the stream that it's like, well, why are you even playing the game then, right? Yeah, I totally understand that. I am absolutely with you. But it's also important to me that people will recognize and are able to prove that I'm not cheating or gathering things offline, because it just feels like you're missing the majority of the game in survival crafters when you're not actually seeing the survival aspect, you know? So I try and keep it minimal, but right? And that's just no fun to me. Like, what's the point of that? Realistically. Okay, it's still this way more. There we go. I just got to get to the docking point over here. It feels like you're watching an admin, or I guess more specifically, it just feels like you're watching a cheater. And I have no idea if they're actually doing that mining or not off camera. But it's like, sure, you can build cool things, but I mean, I don't want to watch someone play in creative mode. I wanted to see someone play like I would play the game, enjoying the process, struggling to get the resources. That's part of the fun of those types of games, I think. I will say that there is a stipulation on that, though, where, for example, in my Subnautica playthroughs, I did install some mods, but I was very clear that I had mods, and they were just quality of life things. Like, for example, I had extra hot slots on my bar. That was an important one for me. Or Subnautica Below Zero, I decided to install the... what is it? It was the sonar sea truck module, the mobile sonar, which was really nice because I didn't have to constantly build little bases in that confined area of a playfield. But I was always upfront about that. It wasn't a question of if I was using mods or not. I need to eat before I go up there. Well, thank you very much. I hope work goes well for you. I appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a good day too. As for me, I'm going to try and prep for going on to land here. So, I know I still don't need to do this, but it's kind of habit to use these things since they're here. Did the glass frost up? It looks like it did, and that's pretty cool, to be honest. Alright. Since I'm not going to be talking so much right now, I'm going to try and just organize things a little bit here. Which is what I was trying to do beforehand and just ran out of time for. We're going to put... I think I'm going to move the scrap and metal things over to this chest. Now that I have enough space for them. These are tools. They can go up here. Tool. That was it. Over here is going to go everything like scrap, hinges, bolts, as well as the ore and the completed ingots. We're just going to put it all in here so it's easy to find when I need metal things. I've forgotten which of these is the sort button. That doesn't matter much. Oh, that one. Okay, good. And I guess I'll put these up here with this. All of the ore goes in here. Metal, 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 metal. You can see why I needed to do some organizing. This is disgusting at the moment. I am glad that Celtic enjoyed the way I do things because, yeah, this is disgusting and I hate my organization right now. Or rather, I hate my absolute lack of. This chest I will probably do as things I gather from around the island. So we're going to do sand, clay. I'm not going to do that one. That'll be monster stuff. Or mob stuff, I guess, because there's not really monsters here. Seaweed. And this will also be for cooked things or processed things around the island like that. So honey is going to go in there. Bees can also go in there. I know it's not technically underwater stuff, but I'm not going to make that distinction. It's just going to be things that can be found specifically on islands. I should grow some more strawberries too, to be honest. That's going to go up to the food chest, which I should probably actually bring one of these with me. Honey, bees. Good. This doesn't belong in there. These don't belong in there. Oh, I actually have enough feathers for that. I didn't realize I had this many. This is why organization is important. I can actually find things now. Let's make this the mob chest. So just anything that would be from animals goes in there. Including hats. Or I guess fish parts like that. I think I can plant this too, can't I? I'm not sure if I can just plant the coconut as a tree. Grab the glass. Potato, mob powder. And I guess the fish can go in there too. Anything else down here? Not necessarily. Oh, right. I was putting this in here. Good. These foodstuffs are going to go up. Take these out. I still need to figure out a lot of these upper chests, but for now we're dealing with things as we can. Leaves, ropes. That needs to go in there. This will be miscellaneous chest, because this is where I usually have miscellaneous things. I think I'll probably classify this as equipment instead. Or miscellaneous equipment, I should say. Now you can go in this chest. This will be fine. It is something I can equip, and therefore it goes in equipment. I should put these up there. Tool, tool, tool. Good. Is it snowing? It is snowing. Cool. Got all of my food sorted out, except for this and these. You need to go over there. Miscellaneous. The biofuel should go into here, because it was running pretty low. Let's go move this stuff up into the kitchen area. I guess I'll put you here and here. That'll do. And another one here just because I needed to empty this out. Oh, I can't actually get at this lower chest. Okay. That's interesting. Alright then. You can go there instead, and you'll go up there. Perfect. So, fruits. Island fruits, I guess. Potato doesn't need to go there. Some of the crafting things for bowls. consider these island fruits as well. I'm going to need to build some medium crop plots for that too. Not at this very moment, but I will need to. I guess I'll take these out and use them in here instead. I'm not sure about... I think the pipes will just go down here into miscellaneous, to be honest. Because they're things that are crafted, but I don't really need to put them anywhere specific. I'll just need them eventually, maybe. We're going to take these out. This can be vegetable storage. And yes, I am going to classify mushrooms as a vegetable for now. And what else? I need a place to put seeds too. I guess for the time being, I'll just leave them up here. No, you're gonna go on the island stuff, to be honest. Which should be this one? No. Mob stuff. I have one specifically for island stuff, and now I can't... This one? No, we're gonna make... Not that one. That one's too handy to have as wood. Let's put it maybe... We'll put it in miscellaneous for now. The fruits will just go there. Because I do have other miscellaneous seeds too. Now I'm going to need these because I'm pretty sure there's bears on the island. Polar bears to be specific. Let's empty out all of these. Because I want to do one more sort before I go up. There, perfect. And I need to make more rope. I want this to be half rope and half leaves. Just because it's good to have a spread of both. You never know when you'll need them. How did I... Oh, right, that's how you do that. Last time I played, I don't remember who it was, but someone very kindly reminded me that I could split these stacks a lot easier if I just hold down the button and then use the scroll wheel, which I don't know how I forgot that to begin with, to be honest. It is such a handy feature that it should never really be something that I end up missing. And yet somehow I did. Go figure, right? I need 19 more to finish that off. Perfect. Now if I get any more palm leaves for the moment, they can all go in there. The planks are still going to go back here, because this is just where I'm aiming for them now. I think I can do that, yes. Plastic and stones can still go in there together, that doesn't bother me. Scrap in there. Oh right, I need to move those potatoes up now. Potatoes and beets. I'll leave these extra small containers in the miscellaneous. Have a little bit more plastic to put up here. This is miscellaneous equipment. You'll go up there. Okay, I think that's good. Now let's prep to explore the island. I'm sorry so much of this was just prep again, but I did need to make those improvements. We'll eat this and drink some water. And then I need a couple of bowls, because we're going to make, I think, 2 bowls of soup to bring with us, maybe 3. Just because it's an excellent food source, and I don't want to make an infinite amount. Maybe we'll do this way instead. 6. There we go. Yeah, that'll be nice. Probably need a little bit more wood just to power that for the moment. So here we go. Grab one more bowl as well. Oops. Good. And then let's refill my water bottles. Which I feel like handling salt water and fresh water in the same bottle is just an awful idea. But thankfully we're not going with full realism here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, oops, 3, 4. Do I have anything I can make for juices as well? Mango nana. I don't have milk, so that's out of the question. I don't have enough coconuts, so that's out of the question. I could make the spicy pine berry. Forgotten what that does, though. Red beet shot gives health. I remember that. I have enough for a simple smoothie. Also, I don't need 2 coconut beets, so we're gonna scrap this. Oops. There we go. Apparently, I can't put it in there. So garbage it is. And one more, but this one we're not going to wait around for. We're just going to let it cook. Okay. I think we are good to go. I might bring that sword with me too, just in case. Or the machete. I just organized things. I know where it is. I might bring this. I'm not sure why, but just in case. That's the one. Now that I've moved everything, I just need to get used to its new positions. Alright. And I think I will nudge myself a little bit closer, actually. Just to make that jump a little easier. There we go. Perfect. You still have power? You do still have power. Good. Alright, and off we go. Oh. Perfect. Good job, hero. Okay, we're not coming up on this island. We're going to nudge ourselves a little more that way to the east. At least I think that's east. I've kind of forgotten, to be honest. But that should be in the direction the water wants to flow. There we go. I think Grace counts as a warm-blooded animal, so I'm not going to jump in the water. It's too bad. I know this is going to be vehemently Canadian, but I do feel like it's too bad I can't craft some ice skates to get around on here. I mean, I can make a machete out of a sign piece. Why can't I just sharpen it and put it on the bottom of a shoe? Let me glide around on the ice like a graceful snow ballerina. I know that's a very stupid thing I've said, but I am vehemently Canadian, okay? I still have memories of when I was a kid and my parents taking me out skating. Ice skating, specifically. I did like rollerblading a lot, too, when I still could. I tried snowboarding once. I really liked it, but I didn't have enough time to really get used to it, unfortunately. So I didn't improve on that. I've been skiing quite a few times. I don't know how many people are aware of this, especially if you're not from Canada, but from elementary school on, basically, we would have field trips where we would get to go to, like, toboggan or ski or snowboard. Winter sports were such a big part of it that that was just considered normal. I guess let's try and go up here first. I think I need to salvage some things. There's a polar bear. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. Leave me alone. I don't need you. You made me miss. I feel like that villain in, what was it? The original Daredevil movie. The one with Carmen Electra, if you guys remember that. As silly a thing as that is to say, and as ancient as it makes me sound now, because who even knows what happened to Carmen Electra? But at the time, there was this villain called Deadeye in the movie, and he had, for some reason, like a crosshair engraved into his forehead. And I think it was from Deadpool. And this one scene, he fashioned like a weapon out of a paperclip, and then he flicked it really, really hard and killed someone with it. And then at some point, Daredevil dodged a shot or did something to him, and he just looks at you and he's like, "You made me miss." And I got a big kick out of that, because it's like, you can't just have perfect accuracy the entirety of your life. Like, there's going to be some issue where you don't do that. The fact that you're upset about this is hilarious. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do it because I don't need to, but there is actually a specific achievement for driving one of these snowmobiles into the ocean. I don't need to. I'm not going to, because I already have that achievement. And they don't respawn unless you leave the island and come back. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. Alright. Electrical cable. Do you even have power? I don't think you do. This is a weird puzzle where you have to drag these electrical cords around to power everything, and I've forgotten where the start point to drag it is. Is it up here? Here it is. Okay. Oh good, there is power. I think. Yes. I like how it says danger high voltage and I'm dragging this with my bare hands and no equipment. Doesn't that seem like just the smartest thing to do? think it's just here. And then, yeah, okay, good. We're going to stop dragging that cable for the moment. I want to look around in here. There should be more metals I can get from kicking around inside this facility. And it would be good to get them. Guess I'll eat the leftovers just so I'm not consuming my own food quite yet. Did I not get a... Oh, I did get a polar bear head from that. Okay, good. So, let's see here. I guess I can drag this one down to here for now. Because this is a very cute little truck, but not what I need. Dome, sweet dome. I'm not gonna lie to you, these things look incredibly comfortable. I would love to live in one of these, even if it's very limited space. Token, good. This is one thing that's not explained, is where everybody that worked on this place went. Because they just kind of vanished. I mean, they obviously packed up. It's not like there's rotting food everywhere. But it is still not really answered, as far as I know, as to where everyone else went. Oh, I'm out of electrical cables. Darn. Okay. I shall have to go salvage some more. Let's eat these to start with. I'm just going to consume these small amounts of food when my hunger is almost empty, because that gives the greatest result. It's super weird how you get more hunger refill when you're near starving. I don't really understand why they had to give it diminishing returns, but, I mean, whatever, right? You gotta live with what the game gives you. It doesn't seem to make sense to me, though, that you wouldn't be able to just get the same amount of food every time. Whee! I think there should be maybe 1 or 2 more electrical cable towers like this that I can grab. And I think one of them is up at that facility. If I remember correctly, I think I just dodged one coming down here because I thought it was important. This is so late in the game that I've really only been here once or twice. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm wandering around a bit more than usual. The difference is, unlike Caravan Island, I actually like wandering around this place because I think it's interesting. Although I may be the only one that thinks that. I am, as I said, vehemently Canadian. Come on, don't you dare. There we go. Good. Did I get another head? I did not. The creature heads are really helpful as fuel. They convert into biofuel with great efficiency. Actually, I wonder if I can use the anglerfish head for that too, now that I don't need it anymore. Probably, to be honest. I don't think I've ever tried it, but probably. And let's turn around. I'll go back to that little village. Go. So the whole point behind this puzzle, I'm pretty sure, like if I remember, is there's a bunker of some sort that I need to get into. And you just need to kind of effectively use your resources to get power to it. Which means I may end up regretting using all of this power to open doors, but for the moment, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let's see, there should be... Can I not go into this one? Maybe not. Okay. That's fair. That's fine. I'm not gonna be sad about that. What do we have over here? It's a cooler I can't pick up, so let's connect it. I can't get it there. Maybe I have to go down with it. That's a possibility. Because I don't know if I can... Oh, there it is. There's another power relay up here. There we go. Good, good. I kind of wonder if I can just save myself some power by connecting that directly. I'm going to see if I can. I don't know for sure. But I think I can bypass that house. Nope, I cannot. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot to check. Also, this does seem like the stupidest possible design. If your house loses power, you can't leave. Like, what exactly were they thinking about that? The one place of shelter that could potentially save your life, it locks you both in and out of it. Who thought this was a good idea? This is not a good design choice. Okay. I need to find somewhere to plug this in. Maybe to that house. Because this one doesn't look like it's got a connection point either. Yeah, that one's got one. There we go.
That kid Detto is really smart. Using material we salvaged, he was able to fix up my boat. Ruben is recovering too, but he doesn't seem to want to talk to me a lot. Both of them stare whenever I
healing
talk
salve.
to Henry doesn't like the way they look at us. I think I need to do something.
Bears. Healing salve is an excellent find because I haven't picked up any dodos, so I can't make more. I just have to find it right now. Ooh, good healing salve. Fancy. I suppose it makes sense there would be healing salve in a med bay, but you know. Vending machine tokens, excellent. Okay. I need to put some more food on my hot bar. These will do for now. It's just kind of a waste to use up my good food when I find all of this junk, because the junk specifically... Well, am I out of electrical cables again? Yay. Okay. But it's kind of a waste to use my good food because these smaller, not so good food sources take up space in my inventory anyway, and it's a waste to just throw them out. So frustrating as it is to kind of meekly eke along like this, I still have a problem just tossing crappier food. So I think I only really need one more electrical cable. Realistically, maybe two. So there should be another one of these towers somewhere. I just need to get up high enough to find it. Not that way, because I got all of those ones. I think there's another lab further out that I need to go to. I can tell which ones I have and haven't gathered yet because the ones I haven't will be flashing red. It is still just kind of a pain to find them, and especially since I'll be needing to combat small polar bears, and I didn't make a second bow to bring with me. So we're gonna struggle a little bit here. We should be okay for the moment, but I may need to try and make my way back to the raft. Not immediately, but sooner or later. Rather later than sooner. I'm gonna take this one. Hopefully they all still have some fuel at least. There it is. Okay. Oh, two of them. Okay. I should go get them both just to make sure I have enough of these cables. I'll have to kill off that bear, most likely. I don't think I'll get by without it noticing me. Oh yeah. I understand the need to respawn things, but it really doesn't make sense for so many of these bears to be on islands like this. There is no way they're able to maintain their population. I could see it on that forested island that we had to visit a few episodes back, but not necessarily this one. This one's weird. I think I missed another shot somewhere over here. Oh well. Not that big a deal at the moment. And I can't get into this quite yet. I think I need to come from the other side for it, like from underneath. Oh, that's why. I knew there was a way to get in there. I forgot I did that. Oh, and of course there's anglerfish down here. Okay. Get out of here. Leave me alone. There we go. Okay. Now, oop, I forgot about oxygen. There we go. I don't have flippers or an oxygen tank at the moment, so forgetting oxygen would be a very bad idea. This could help, though. Because I think this gives me extra oxygen to explore. I can't go through here, apparently, so this must be the way. And I think this is the only other anglerfish down here. I'm just going to try and skirt around him. Yeah, there we go. Good. Good, good, good. Alright. I think I have a scratch somewhere on my collarbone that's just driving me mad today. It has been since yesterday, too. I need to go look at it. I have no idea where it came from, but it is deeply frustrating. Alright. It's a shame Waylord isn't here. This is one of the puzzles that I've forgotten the answer to, and I think he would like to see me solve it. Or rather, I think it is his style of puzzle.
Over this frozen island. One of them completely wrecked the boat when we tried to get away. None of the usual tricks worked either. Henry and I would have been eaten if that boy with the air horn hadn't showed up. His name is Detto. Says he came here with some survivors. I asked Henry to trust the boy, but I didn't get an answer.
That's because Henry is a toy! Cool, cool. This is good. I am kind of running out of space in my inventory again, so I may need to drop some stuff off. Which is not a problem. There is some very easy stuff I can drop off. Like stones and plastic. I don't like getting rid of wood because it is very helpful for many things, but I could. Let's see here. The spear is number 2. Crown is number 8. And I think there's one more note I have to pick up. I'm pretty sure. Is it up here? Here's Henry.
The boat is ready to go. Detto is ready with the air horn, and Ruben can at least walk. Henry is staying behind. It's bittersweet. He doesn't speak with me anymore, but I think it's safer for someone to stay behind. Detto says there's a place with lots of people. Ruben says Astrid might be there. She definitely isn't here in this cold place. It's nice talking to people.
I mean, that's a very common survival tactic, I hear. They even made a point of bringing it up with Portal, where the anthropomorphizing an inanimate object can help to maintain sanity. Okay. So there's a crown. I'm calling that the crown. And a spear. That's a nothing. A hook. Ooh, pretty. And I don't know what that is. A camel. And a shark. And a bird. And the face. Now the question is, how do these interact? Because I've forgotten about this. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 points. Okay, so this is probably all they're getting at. The number of points in each one of these is the code to the safe. So I need to find that weird chicken thing first, which might be a dodo. I'm not really sure. Is it that one? It might be that one. It looks like it. Because it is a major constellation with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that looks like 5 stars. Okay. So 5, and then the face over here. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 9. Right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. 5, 9. The hook should be somewhere around here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the boat. Okay. The 1 star is definitely a beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 4. Hooray! I did it. The key to Selene, some vending machine tokens, and the advanced stationary anchor. Hell yeah. That's what I needed. It really makes me sad how long it actually takes to get the stationary anchor, or the advanced anchor, I mean, because it is such a nice addition to the raft. Like, you will not believe once it's set up. I can just be at my controls and drop the anchor immediately and be done with it. It's so marvelous. I don't need to run downstairs and activate it manually. It's completely out of the way. The only downside is it's pretty big. I think that's why I wanted it underneath the upper levels of my raft. Because I did need space for it, like height space. Which means I may need to move some things around because I don't think I have it set up 100% correctly. But for now, let's get my butt back towards that village because I want to finish that up. And then we can head to Selene. Oop. Whee! That's not the way I want to go. Here we go. This place felt a lot bigger the first time I came here, but it's actually a very reasonably sized island. It's just that between Selene, like the major reactor, and the village, it's quite a walk. So if you're not taking advantage of the snowmobiles, you're moving very slowly. So it feels a lot bigger than it is. Okay, let's consume some soup. Don't I have vegetable soup? I do. I don't need this recipe. You can just get tossed. I don't need you anymore. Okay. Where did I leave off with these power lines? This might be a silly ancient reference at this point, but saying power lines reminds me of a Goofy movie. Because the concert that he was going to, the Michael Jackson knockoff that he wanted to see so badly, the driving force behind the movie is Powerline. And whoever it was that did the voice of Powerline did an amazing job with the singing. I think I actually saw, I'm not sure if I saw motion capture for it, or if it was just real people duplicating the effect. Like just recreating the dance scene. But it was pretty interesting either way. It was cool seeing the actual moves in action. I should still have another one. Here we go. Can any of these open? It doesn't look like it. So there we go. And I think I even still have 2 more electrical cables. Maybe just one. Don't need vegetable soup. Don't need mango nana. Okay. Extra arrow is very nice because I need a couple of them. Do I have enough to make another bow? That's actually a really good question to ask. Nope, a little more vine goo is needed. Can I get a bow? That'd be wonderful. Artwork, plants. What is this? Looks like a fan. Welcome mat. Maybe it's a corner rug? Plates. Cups. Man, nothing really good in here, huh? Oh well. That's okay. We shall get by. Gonna eat this just to get it out of the way. Advanced biofuel refiner. Nice. Blowtorch is necessary. Extra token. Not that I need it for anything. I could go back to the big floating dome and spend these, because that does have excellent rewards. But it's kind of a long trip and kind of an unnecessary one too. So I don't think we actually will. Not unless we lose supplies, but I don't think we're going to. If we ever do need to, it is mercifully easy to access now because I've got all the sides open. Which always did kind of bother me. Like, we come through and we complete all these objectives, we make everything open and accessible and unlockable, but the last people that were here thought, oh no, nobody will ever need to come here after us, let's just lock up. Like, what the heck is that? Who exactly are you trying to lock out from your houses in this scenario? That's what I'd like to know. This is nuts. All right. We're going to go take a quick stop back at the raft here, just because I want to drop off some things from my inventory before we continue. And I think it should be pretty easy to get to. We just need to head towards Selene and then take a right. At least I'm hoping. That is one of the big issues, is getting back, because I have forgotten what landmarks I was using. Alright. That's a nothing. Where are you, Mr. Raft? Should be around here somewhere, I think. That's ice, so that'll be fine. I can drive on this. Here it is. I'm glad I remembered. I'm actually really surprised Grace hasn't eaten these for some reason. Like, she just hasn't come up to get at them, and they've been here for a very long time now. Anyway, we're gonna drop off the glass, all the metal stuff. The mob drop should be here. Where is there anything else I need from mob drops? Nope. Scrap can go with the rest of the metal. Good. I may actually need to split this chest. I have lots of space if I need to, and just, it's surprising that I would. I think I'm gonna make another bow while I'm here too. Because I do know, by the way, if anybody is watching this video, I will give you a little bit of an arachnophobia warning, because I have arachnophobia myself. I don't want you to be surprised by the fact that we are going to have to kill some spiders, I think. Some very big spiders coming up. And that's not a pleasant jump scare to get at any point, for any reason. I'll probably hold on to at least one of each of these because of that, though. And then I'll put the food up top. This goes into things we gathered from an island and or processed. A little bit more biofuel can go right in here. Good. I'm not sure where to put the advanced biofuel refiner, even if I can make it though. I don't think I ever do. It feels like a giant waste of titanium at this point in the game. Like, it's cool to have, but I don't really need it to feed in quite like that. Fruits go in here. When I first saw the watermelon, I thought this was actually like an expiry bar. I don't remember why I thought that, but I did. And it was very scary to see it there. I was constantly watching to make sure if it was going down or not. Miscellaneous metal arrow can go down here. Actually, I'll put you in equipment. That's a good idea. Okay. I think that's everything I needed to get out of my inventory, except for the bow. 6 planks, 4 ropes, 2 vine goo, and a bolt. 4 ropes. Oops, over here. 2 vine goo. 8 planks. And a bolt. There we go. Excellent. We're going to put this here. Okay, good. Now, having done that, we're going to go back into Selene. And again, this is one more chance for you to either skip ahead or just stop watching the video if you have terrible arachnophobia, because I don't want you to be scared. I don't like the creepy crawly little bastards. If you've watched my videos before, you know I have been almost killed by them a few too many times for my liking. So I just, in general, try not to. Not to interact with them, like, at all. But there are games where that cannot be avoided, so I do what I can. Here we go. Blowtorch. Selene key. Da, 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 da. I don't think that music is from anything, but it vaguely reminded me of the sounds from Metroid Prime, which was pretty cool. Warning, reactor malfunction. Yes, yes, yes. Locked from the other side. Ooh, token. Reactor requires the key. Hazmat suit. Gimme. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. I just wish they weren't so radioactive. Now, this is another one that's very weird. It's got the, you can see down on the bottom just above my inventory bar, there's that little icon ticking down on a timer. That is the lifetime of this radio protection suit, this radioactive protection suit. So what I need to do is find the code in here and get out before it expires. And you can't get new radioactive coats down here without having them already been worn out. So every time you run out, you need to come back and grab a new one, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know why they introduced that mechanic, but, you know, you gotta make do with what you got. Oh, right, that's why. So this one is PM. Where can I find the PM? Rubidium is 37. I think that one is important. I don't recall 100%. $37. 61. There we go. 37. Oh, I forgot I was on a timer for these. Okay. 61. And then the last one, I forgot where the last one is. And what element it is. Cl. Chlorine, probably. Oh, I gotta go refresh my suit before I die to radiation. It is kind of cool that the suit, you can actually see it wearing out. Oops. There we go. Or perhaps I'm crazy and just didn't notice the cracks in the visor until now. But I feel like they weren't always there. And 61 for PM, 37 for rubidium, and then in here is probably where I'll find Cl. Probably. Ca. CE. Where is it? Do I need to piece together what the last one is from that information? That can't be right. This is baby's first puzzle. It's not supposed to have me piecing together information. Oh, pieces.
I am called Sparrow.
Nope.
Whoever finds these know that I held humanity's interest first. Always. I was sent to Selene alongside 2 colleagues, one of which I discovered was a mole by the Had Owl been allowed to come to Selene, the knowledge of this unlimited green energy would have been monopolized by the same people who caused this mess to begin with. The other colleague I left behind. I did not trust you, Kaku. I couldn't. It was too much of a risk. I hope...
So I can't find the sign for CL. Oh, here we go. 17. Got it. So 17, 61, and 37. 37. And 17 should be over here. 17. Alright, got it. I think there are extra hazmat suits just past here, so I'm not going to worry about going back up for the moment. Like, I'm pretty sure they're in this room right here. I hope. Ooh, control rod. I say ooh as if it was something important or something rare. It's not. It's just there. It is a necessary component to continue, one that I had to find. I like to get excited over things sometimes. It's not a bad thing. I'm not going down there quite yet. I'm gonna go unlock this door. Can I unlock this door? Maybe not. Okay. Oh, here's more hazmat suits. I knew they were here somewhere. Okay. Down we go. Oh. Crap. Here's this thing. Spider. I'm not sure how I feel about trying to eat meat from radioactive spiders. Get out of here. There we go. Apparently that was enough to let me at least finish up with this wheel. And before I try and press on, I'm actually going to go refresh my suit again. Just because I don't remember where the next set are, and I don't want to die quite yet. That would be bad. Alright. Once more onto the breach. There are some times where I do cringy things just because they're fun. Like, I will say once more into the breach just to myself. I think it is a fun thing to say. Especially when I have to go outside in the cold of winter, when it's just miserable outside. You know, like minus 30 to minus 40 degrees Celsius, which minus 40 degrees Celsius is also minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit, if anyone was not aware. So it's really freaking cold. Just saying. It is really freaking cold. Alright, so laser puzzle of some sort. I'm not sure. Oh, I guess I have to crawl underneath. Good thing I remembered I could crawl. Ooh. Okay. Where am I trying to get it? Somewhere over there, maybe? Ah, there we go. That was easy. Token. Is there another one of these over here? I'm actually curious about that. No, it's just something else. Something unnecessary. Ooh, another token though. That's a good find. I did not know that one was there. Another hazmat suit. The good thing is you're not punished with the hazmat suits. Like they don't take more, or they don't run out. So that's nice at least. You can always just run back and grab as many as you need, although for that matter I still don't see why we couldn't just have them not expire unless they thought we were for some reason going to carry them out of this facility. Which I could see people doing, let's be honest. They gave us silly hats for a reason. Why wouldn't we want this one? Okay. I need to find the power for this laser somewhere. Oh, here we go. New suit. Alright. Now, question is... Yeah, okay. It's not a prism, it's just a laser. Or it's just a reflective mirror, I should say. With that one. That one leads, ouch, over to here, which is not right. I need to bounce it off of that mirror. That mirror there, I think. So. Oh, nope, that's the wrong way apparently. About there? Nope. A little bit more out. Huh. Oh, I gotta go. Refresh my suit again. Quickly, quickly. There we go. Because I can't rotate it from here. Is the key not to get it there? Maybe I have to reflect it off of one of these first? I suppose that would make sense. These are a little easier to get to. That just reflects all the way back, which is not what I need. That one doesn't go anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, there's not quite enough reflective surface on that. Oh, but I could probably do it directly over there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, okay. Drink some now radioactive water. At least I'm assuming this is radioactive and not some sort of chemical. Infinite laser power! Woo! Oh, what did I do? Oh, suit wore off again. That's not good. Gotta get over here. I did not realize that. My bad. Was not paying attention at all. Okay. I think that'll be alright if I send it up there. Or maybe, what happens if I send it this way instead? Because there are some extra lasers, but I don't think they'll really do anything here. Maybe we'll try that one just to see. But I don't think that'll be helpful either. Because there should be... Oh, there is another mirror there. Okay. Which means this may actually be right. Is it bouncing off of a mirror there? It is. Okay, there. That worked. It's not perfectly centered, but that's okay. I need a new suit again. Desperately. This is wearing off very, very quickly. There we go. And I think this is the last step. So if I just put you here, I should be able to come and sever this. I think it is severing it that I need to do. But that's not going to work. I don't think. Maybe? Oh, yeah. That works. Perfect. Woohoo! Alright, made it through.
Facility was built for one purpose: master and perfect the experimental reactors used to power the floating cities. No easy task, but it has been done, in theory. Yet, we do not have the people to construct anything but a basic prototype. It can be built for real, I know it. We just need more people. There's a place where the Rafters live in peace with any survivors of the old world. They call it Utopia. Maybe there we can begin to reverse the damage we've done. But we received a message from them yesterday. One of the investors has taken control of the community. Olaf Wilkstrom. I fear his intentions with this potential haven.
Okay. Put the control rods in. Utopia is the final destination for this game, by the way. That's the next island we have to get to. Actually, have we found the information for it yet? We have not. Okay. Right. I need another suit, and then... Where do I go down? I've forgotten how to get down. Laboratory 2? Reactor. Oh, I don't have a reactor key. There it is. Okay. I know it was around here somewhere. Oh. Token. And here's the hard part. Do what I need to while also battling these weird insects that are not going to give up easily. When in place. Oh! Get out of here. Creepy things. I don't think they're actually spiders, but they're not nice, whatever they are. I don't like them. Ooh, extra token. I think? Yeah, nice. Okay. I'm glad I found this machete somewhere. It's been very handy. And I like not having to burn through my resources. That's 2. I got 1 more to do. Hopefully they'll be a little less annoying than they could be. Oh, that's 2 there. They're just stacked. Last one. Oh. Where are you? There you are. Get out of here. I need to do this before my suit wears out. There we go. Awesome. And that finally contained all the pollution and radiation. Cool. Just in time, too. Actually, did it kill off these bugs as well? I think it did. Neat. That's helpful. So because I've been through this game to a point before, like, again, I haven't finished it, the character that I'm actually playing as, this fellow here, this is the spot we get him from. He's just chilling, literally, in one of these vats. I don't remember which one. Maybe I have to turn something on first. What's this one? Electric smelter. There we go. Okay, get rid of that. Pick that up. And I'm pretty sure strawberry cola... Oh, I can't read that. Yes, we did get the code for Utopia. Excellent. Here we go. What's up, bro? Twinsies!
Good morning. You're not... Oh, I get it. They left me. Wow. Thanks for waking me up. Long-term cryosleep can result in a number of issues.
Doppelganger!
So, you got room for a bioengineer? I swear, it's actually practical.
Interesting. I didn't know his head would actually
Great.
track where the camera
That's
is.
very nice of you. I'll do my best.
That's funny. Anyway. Alright, having done that, there is just one more thing I want to do on this island before we take off. Somewhere over by the village, at least I think it's by the village, there is a secret shelter that got unlocked that should have some good resources for us if we go there. So I'm going to aim for that. I don't remember where exactly it is, but I'm pretty sure it's over that way at the very least. Laboratory 2, Laboratory 1. There's the exit. Because I think there's some titanium in there, and I really want that extra titanium. It shall help tremendously in building the stationary anchor. I mean, the electric smelter is good too, but it's not actually all that important. This is the second last island. We're not really going to be using it for anything after this. Where are we going? This way? Nope. Because that is towards the ship. So we're heading this way. And then I think it's supposed to be somewhere in this cliff face here. Here it is. This one. I knew it was somewhere. And I think there might still be spiders in here too, for some reason. Titanium, yay. It's delicious, titanium. I think this is just supposed to be a storage room for the village. But again, I don't know why they decide to make it so all doors automatically lock if they lose power. Like, that seems so short-sighted. That feels like such a bad idea. It's like I'm playing Blueprints. All doors automatically lock if they lose power. Why? Why? More titanium, good. And this is busted. Maybe there's access from a different way. Because I think there is actually like a tunnel that leads from the main reactor over here, but I don't know how to get here. Not that it makes that big a difference, but it is still kind of annoying that I don't remember. Anyway, I think that is it for this part of the game. And we're actually about 2 minutes over the scheduled time for playing. So I'm going to head back to the raft. We're going to detach ourselves from this island. And then we'll probably call it a day. I will most likely want to refill my stats and things first. Just because I don't want to start off having to do that. Next episode, it will be somewhat bothersome. There it is. See, I'm really glad I thought to check where I landed, because I could not remember for the life of me. Or I wouldn't be able to see for the life of me if I hadn't checked. Alright. So, let's yank you off of here. Where are you going? Oh, right. I have to raise the anchor still. Haha, I knew that. I think I do actually need to move this whole section back a little bit. Not a lot, but a little. I'm pretty sure it needs to come back like 1 or 2 extra steps here. Well, I'll look at that another time. For now, we're moving slowly away from this island. Because I do need to get out of this icy hellscape. I think if I turn this way, I can put this forward, which should, oops, if I'm going the right way, help me navigate my way out. It is really inconvenient that I ran out of food right now. Like, tremendously inconvenient. Do you have anything else easily at hand? Strawberry colada, red melon. Fine, soup it is. And we'll just very gently make our way through. Let's refill the fresh water. Make sure I'm not stuck. I am stuck on ice. Okay. It's the problem with having a wide raft is trying to get through all of the ice. It's not easy to maneuver. Extremely effective in every other case, absolutely. Easy to maneuver, eh. Alright, we are finally clear of that. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, the next code is 0466. So 6 0 4. There we go. I'll turn this off for now because I'm not heading straight there immediately. We are instead going to try and smelt all of this titanium. And hopefully I remember that I have titanium smelting in here next time. If anybody watches this and joins right at the start of the next episode, which should be next week now, please do let me know, because otherwise I am going to 100% forget that. I actually had to rewatch the end of the last video before I started streaming today, just so I'd remember where we were going today. As silly a thing as that is to say. Alright. It is the advantage of having everything recorded. It means I can always just go back and check. I never lose my way permanently so long as I'm voicing my thoughts well. Alright, so realign with the water, so we'll start picking things up immediately. Good. Food and water is in good shape. I think I have some meat I need to throw on the grill from those disgusting insects. That should be the last time we actually have to deal with insects, by the way, so hopefully you won't need to worry about another arachnophobia warning. Come to think of it, I should probably put that on YouTube as well for this episode, just in case. But for now, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. I don't think there's anything actually more to say about today. There should be tomorrow we'll go back to blueprints. Because I really like blueprints. I just needed a break from it for a couple of days. Plus, I need to prove to Waylord that I didn't forget the leads I wanted to trace down in just 4 days. That said, thank you very much. As a brief note, if you are going to join the streams and watch, I would love it if you'd say hi or just anything, type an emote in the chat at some point. Just because I found a video the other day that in order to combat bot streamers or bot viewers, Twitch, as a policy, now doesn't count people who haven't chatted as viewers. Which seems silly because I'm absolutely sure the botters are going to find a way to make them just type anything in chat soon, which will completely negate their efforts. But if you could give that a shot, if you're hanging out, that would be wonderful. Not that I don't appreciate lurkers, but it would help. Anyway, thank you again for joining, and I will see you next time. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Bye-bye.